Hey guys, Justin here. Today I'm going to show you how to wash your car. I'm joined by Zen and Tim.
Hi. Hey.
And let's get started.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is wash your car off with just simple water. You're going to want to start from the top and slowly go down to the bottom so that any of the dirt that does fall off doesn't fall off into any of the clean parts. Here we're using a pressure washer, but you can easily just use a hose to just rinse off your car. After you finish rinsing your car with the water, this is the point where you're going to want to start washing your car with actual soap. Here you would normally use car soap to prevent stripping your wax from the car, but in this case we want to get rid of that old layer of wax to replace it with a new one later on. So here we're going to use dish soap. You can see on the right there we have two buckets. One of them is our clean bucket, which is full of the dish soap and water, and the other one is a rinse bucket where we dunk our microfiber towels, which are full of grime, so that we don't rub it into our car when we go back into the clean bucket to get more soap. Once you're done washing your car, you're going to once again rinse the car with water just like you did in the beginning. Take your hose, or in this case our pressure washer, and you're going to make your way down, starting from the roof of the car down to the bottom to make sure that none of the grime falls onto any of the clean parts that you already rinsed off.
Alright, so now that we've cleaned the car, we can go ahead and start detailing it with wax and the clay bar. So you're going to go ahead and grab your clay bar and your luber and your microfiber towel and go ahead and start.
The first thing you want to do is spray down the area that you want the clay bar with the lubricant. As you can see there, it was pretty wet with the lubricant. You then want to spread out the clay bar into the size of your palm and then rub it in one direction, either left to right or up or down. You want to continue to rub it until all of the dirt and grime looks like it's gone. You're going to know that it's clean once the surface looks like it's completely clean of any dirt and it feels smooth to the touch. As you can see here, all of the dirt, all of the black stuff is just gone. You're going to want to focus on one body panel at a time in order to keep it organized. Here we're just starting with the hood of the car. Once you finish clay barring the single panel, you're going to want to wipe it down again with a microfiber cloth, and again in just one direction. Once you finish clay barring your car, you can then begin the polishing process. You begin by putting a little bit of polish onto a clean microfiber towel, and then buffing that into your car one body panel at a time until the surface looks dull. You could just as easily do this with an electric buffer, but since we didn't have one, we just used the microfiber towel. The only difference is that doing this by hand takes a little bit of patience. I also want to mention that polishing your car should not be done as often as waxing or washing, because what polish actually does is strip a thin layer of clear coat in order to get rid of scratches. If you do this too often, your clear coat could be stripped off and you could damage the actual paint to the car. Once you finish polishing your car, you're going to want to wipe it off with a clean microfiber towel. Now that we're done polishing, we can finally finish up detailing our car by applying a new layer of wax. Wax is not only important to keeping our car looking fresh after just having cleaned it, but by creating a buffer to protect our clear coat from the environment. As you can see here, you start by applying a small layer of wax onto a clean microfiber towel, and then buffing that into your car one panel at a time until the entire car is covered in wax. You're then going to wait a couple of minutes until the wax has turned completely dull, just like when you polished it. the wax has turned completely dull, just as you can see here, you're going to want to wipe it off with a clean microfiber towel. Again, you're going to do this in one direction, either up or down or left to right, until the whole surface is completely shiny. As you can see here before, the surface was completely dull, and after removing the wax, it becomes super reflective. And this is the final product. Hopefully you guys like it, and thanks for watching.